Are your legs often tired, swollen, or sore? Especially after standing for too long, walking short distances, or even just at the end of the day? If you're over 60, this discomfort might be something you experience more often than you'd like to admit. As we age, our circulation naturally slows down. The veins in our legs work harder to return blood to the heart. This can lead to issues like swelling, heaviness, cramps, and in some cases the early stages of varicose veins. You might have tried heat pads, pain relief creams, or even over-the-counter medications. But the truth is, not all of those options are effective in the long run. Some can cause unwanted side effects, especially for older adults who are already managing multiple health concerns. That's why more and more people are turning to natural, time-tested remedies that support the body, without adding more burden to it. Today, I want to introduce you to something both simple and powerful. Rosemary oil, an herbal remedy used for centuries to relieve muscle tension, stimulate blood flow, and ease discomfort in tired legs. But here's the best part. You don't have to buy an expensive bottle from a store or wonder what's really inside it. You can make this oil yourself, right at home. It's affordable, easy to prepare, and incredibly effective when used properly. In this video, I'll walk you through everything you need to know. We'll begin with the health benefits of rosemary and why it's so effective for leg care. Then I'll show you, step by step, how to make your own rosemary oil using only a few basic ingredients. We'll also go over the correct way to use it, how to massage it into your legs for the greatest impact. And of course, I'll share a few important safety tips to make sure it works well for you or your loved ones, especially if you're using it regularly. Let's begin this journey toward healthier, more comfortable legs, naturally. What is rosemary oil and why it works? Rosemary oil is one of the most powerful yet gentle herbal oils used in natural health care. It's made by infusing the leaves of the rosemary plant, Rosmarinus officinalis, into a carrier oil such as olive oil or coconut oil. The result is a soothing, aromatic blend that can do wonders for tired muscles and poor circulation, especially in the legs. But why rosemary? Why has this plant been used in traditional medicine for centuries, across many cultures, from the Mediterranean to Asia? It all comes down to its natural chemistry. Rosemary contains several active compounds that directly support blood flow and nerve function. One of the most notable is cineole, a natural compound known for improving circulation and reducing inflammation. Another is camphor, which provides a gentle warming sensation that relaxes tight muscles and relieves stiffness. There's also rosmarinic acid, a strong antioxidant and anti-inflammatory that helps protect blood vessels and tissues from damage. For people over 60, these effects can be especially valuable. As we get older, we tend to experience reduced blood circulation in the lower legs and feet. This can lead to symptoms like a heavy, dragging feeling in the legs, swelling at the ankles, numbness or tingling in the feet, pain or stiffness after walking or standing. Applying rosemary oil regularly can help counteract these issues. It warms the muscles, stimulates blood flow, and brings fresh oxygen to tired tissues. That means faster recovery after a long day, and even better sleep at night because your legs aren't keeping you awake. And it's not just about relief. Rosemary oil also supports long-term wellness. When used consistently, it may help strengthen the veins and reduce the frequency of leg discomfort. It's also deeply nourishing to the skin, especially when mixed with a carrier oil like olive oil, which is rich in vitamin E. What makes it even more appealing is its gentle nature. Unlike many synthetic creams or pain relief gels, rosemary oil doesn't overwhelm the skin or interfere with your body's natural healing processes. It supports them. It works with your body, not against it. That's why I recommend rosemary oil so often to people who want a more natural, sustainable way to care for their legs. And once you learn how to make it yourself, using fresh or dried rosemary and a high-quality oil, you'll never need to rely on store-bought creams again. In the next section, I'll walk you through exactly what you need and how to prepare your own rosemary oil at home, from scratch. Ingredients and tools you'll need. Before we begin making rosemary oil, it's important to prepare everything you need ahead of time. Taking a little care with your ingredients and tools will make the process smoother and ensure that the final oil is clean, safe, and long-lasting. Let's walk through this slowly, step by step. First, let's talk about the ingredients. You don't need anything fancy, just simple, natural materials that you can find in most kitchens or health food stores. 1. Fresh or dried rosemary. This is the main ingredient. If you have access to fresh rosemary, that's ideal. Fresh rosemary contains more essential oils and a stronger aroma. Make sure it's organic or grown without pesticides. Pick the sprigs that look vibrant green, not wilted or turning brown. Rinse them gently under cool water to remove any dirt or dust, and then let them dry completely. This is very important. Any moisture left on the leaves can cause your oil to spoil or grow mold later. Let the rosemary air dry for several hours, or even overnight, on a paper towel before using it. If you don't have fresh rosemary, dried rosemary is a great alternative. It's easier to store, already dehydrated, and still holds many beneficial properties. Look for dried rosemary leaves, not powdered rosemary, and make sure they have a strong herbal scent. 2. A good quality carrier oil. This is the oil that will carry the essence of the rosemary. You can choose from several options depending on what you have and your skin type. Olive oil, a classic choice. Rich in antioxidants and very nourishing for the skin. Slightly thicker in texture. Coconut oil, great if you prefer a lighter feel and pleasant scent. Solid at room temperature, so warm it slightly before use. Almond oil, very gentle, absorbs quickly, and excellent for dry or aging skin. Try to use cold-pressed organic oils whenever possible. These retain the most nutrients and are free from chemical additives. Use about 1 cup of oil for every 3 tablespoons of dried rosemary, or 1 cup of oil for every small handful of fresh rosemary. 3. A clean dry glass jar with a tight lid. You'll need a container to hold your oil while it infuses. A wide-mouthed glass jar works best. It's easy to fill, easy to shake, and easy to clean. Glass is preferred over plastic or metal. It won't react with the oils or herbs, and it helps preserve the quality. Before using the jar, sterilize it by rinsing it with boiling water or placing it in a hot oven for a few minutes. Then let it dry completely. 4. A strainer or cheesecloth. After the oil has finished infusing, you'll need to separate the rosemary from the oil. Use a fine mesh strainer, a clean cheesecloth, or even a coffee filter. Make sure it's clean and free of detergent residue. 5. A dark glass bottle for storage, optional but recommended. Once your oil is ready, it's best stored in a dark amber or cobalt blue bottle. This helps protect it from light and keeps it fresh longer. If you don't have one, a regular jar stored in a dark cabinet will still work. 6. Optional ingredients. Vitamin E oil, a natural preservative that also benefits the skin. Add just a few drops. Peppermint essential oil. Adds a cooling effect and enhances circulation. 2 to 3 drops is enough. That's everything you need. Once you've gathered your ingredients and tools, take a moment to check that everything is dry, clean, and ready. The next step is where the magic begins. We'll start making your own rosemary oil from scratch. Are you ready? Let's move on. How to make rosemary oil at home. Making your own rosemary oil at home is not only simple, it's also deeply rewarding. When you create something with your own hands, especially for your health or your family's well-being, it carries a sense of purpose. And with rosemary oil, the process is just as therapeutic as the final product. In this section, I'll walk you through 2 methods. One that requires a little patience but no heat, and another that's quicker, using gentle warmth. Both are safe, effective, and easy to follow, even if you've never made herbal oils before. Method 1. The traditional sun infusion, slow no-heat method. This method has been used for centuries. It involves letting rosemary infuse slowly into oil using only sunlight and time. It's perfect for people who enjoy the slower pace of natural remedies and want to preserve every bit of goodness in the herbs. Step-by-step instructions. 1. Prepare your rosemary. If you're using fresh rosemary, make sure it's completely dry. Any moisture can cause your oil to go rancid or develop mold. You can air dry your rosemary overnight if needed. If you're using dried rosemary, you can skip this step. 2. Crush the rosemary gently. You don't need to grind it into powder. Just use your fingers or a wooden spoon to bruise the leaves slightly. This helps release the essential oils from the plant. 3. Fill your glass jar. Add the rosemary to your clean, dry jar. A small handful of fresh rosemary, or about 3 tablespoons of dried rosemary, is enough for 1 cup of carrier oil. If you want to make a larger batch, just keep the proportions the same. 4. Pour in the carrier oil. Slowly pour your chosen oil, olive, almond, or coconut, over the rosemary until it is completely covered. Leave about ½ an inch of space at the top of the jar to allow for shaking. 5. Seal the jar tightly. Make sure the lid is secure to prevent air and moisture from getting in. 6. Place in a warm, sunny spot. A windowsill that gets indirect sunlight is ideal. Avoid placing it where it might get too hot, such as next to an oven. 7. Shake the jar gently every day. This helps move the oils through the plant material and encourages the infusion process. 8. Wait for 7 to 10 days. The longer you wait, the stronger the oil. You can leave it up to 2 weeks if the temperature is cool or if you're using dried rosemary. 9. Strain the oil. After the infusion period, use a fine mesh strainer, cheesecloth, or coffee filter to remove the rosemary. Pour slowly and take your time. You want the oil to be clear and free of small particles. 10. Store in a dark glass bottle. This helps preserve the oil and protect it from light. If stored properly, your rosemary oil can last up to 6 months. Why this method is ideal for seniors? It avoids any use of heat, so there's no risk of overheating or burning yourself. The aroma from the infusion is gentle and pleasant. It's a peaceful, low-effort process, great for building a routine. If you have the time and patience, this method is highly recommended. Method 2. The quick warm infusion double boiler method. Sometimes you may need rosemary oil sooner, or maybe you don't have enough sunlight or time to wait 10 days. In that case, you can use gentle heat to speed up the process. This method uses a double boiler, or a bowl over simmering water, to slowly heat the herbs and oil together. Step-by-step instructions. 1. Combine rosemary and oil. Add your rosemary and carrier oil into a heat-proof glass bowl or jar. Use the same proportions, 1 small handful fresh or 3 tablespoons dried rosemary per 1 cup of oil. 2. Prepare your double boiler. Fill a pot with 2 to 3 inches of water. Bring the water to a simmer, not a boil. Place the bowl of oil and herbs on top of the pot, making sure the bottom does not touch the water. 3. Gently heat the mixture. Let it warm for about 1.5 to 2 hours. Keep the water at a low simmer. Stir the oil occasionally using a wooden spoon. 4. Watch closely. Do not let the oil smoke or bubble. If it starts to get too hot, reduce the heat or lift the bowl for a moment. You're looking for warmth, not cooking. 5. Turn off the heat and let it cool. Once the infusion time is over, allow the oil to cool naturally to room temperature. 6. Strain and store. Use a strainer or cloth to remove the herbs just like in the first method. Transfer the infused oil to a clean glass bottle and seal tightly. Pros of this method. Faster, ready to use within the same day. Strong herbal scent and color. Good for winter months or when time is limited. Tips to maximize effectiveness. Always use clean, dry tools to prevent spoilage. For even stronger oil, you can repeat the infusion process. Use the already infused oil, add a new batch of rosemary and repeat the steps. This creates a double-strength rosemary oil. Add a few drops of vitamin E oil as a natural preservative. It also helps nourish the skin. If you like a cooling effect, you can add 1 to 2 drops of peppermint essential oil once the rosemary oil is fully strained and cooled. Safety and quality notes. Never heat the oil in a microwave. It causes uneven temperature and can damage the herbal compounds. If your oil smells sour, rancid, or has visible mold, discard it. Always label your jar with the date you made it. That way you know when to replace it. A note on intention and care. Making your own herbal oil is more than just following a recipe. It's an act of self-care. You are choosing to take control of your wellness with something gentle, honest, and natural. The very act of preparing this oil, taking your time, using your hands, smelling the fresh herbs, is healing in itself. Whether you're making this for yourself, a parent, or a loved one, it's an expression of care and respect. So now that you know both methods, choose the one that suits your lifestyle best. Either way, in just a few steps, you'll have a beautiful aromatic rosemary oil, made with love and purpose. How to use rosemary oil for leg relief. Now that you've made your rosemary oil, the next question is, how do you actually use it to get the best results for tired, sore, or swollen legs? This part is just as important as the preparation. Using the oil correctly will maximize its benefits and make it a soothing, therapeutic experience, not just a routine. Let's break it down step by step. 1. When to use rosemary oil. Timing matters. The best time to apply rosemary oil is in the evening when you've finished your day, after a warm shower or foot soak, when your skin is soft and your blood vessels are more open, before bedtime to help reduce nighttime discomfort and improve sleep. You can also use it during the day, especially after long periods of sitting or standing. 2. How often to use it. For most people, applying rosemary oil 3 to 5 times per week is enough. But if your legs are feeling especially heavy or sore, you can use it daily. Like any natural remedy, consistency is key. The effects may not be dramatic on the first day, but over time you'll likely notice a real difference in how your legs feel. 3. How to apply the oil. Follow these simple steps for each application. Step 1. Prepare your space. Find a quiet, comfortable place where you can sit or lie down without rushing. Have a towel ready in case of any oil spills. Optional. Play relaxing music or dim the lights to create a calming atmosphere. Step 2. Warm the oil slightly, optional. You don't have to do this, but slightly warm oil feels better and penetrates the skin faster. Place a small amount of oil, 1 to 2 teaspoons, in a small bowl and warm it over hot water for 1 to 2 minutes. Step 3. Rub the oil between your palms. This helps spread the oil evenly and adds your body warmth to the mixture. Step 4. Begin massaging at the ankles. Start at your ankle or lower calf. Use both hands and apply gentle pressure. Step 5. Work upward in slow, circular motions. Massage upward toward the knees and thighs. Use long, smooth strokes along the muscles. This encourages blood to return to the heart and helps reduce swelling. Step 6. Focus on any areas that feel tight, swollen, or sore. If you feel knots, stiffness, or heaviness, spend a little more time on those areas. Don't press too hard. Massage should feel comforting, not painful. Step 7. Rest after massaging. Once finished, wipe off any excess oil if needed. Then relax with your legs slightly elevated. Place a pillow under your feet for 10 to 15 minutes. This helps the oil absorb and supports venous return. 4. Optional add-ons to boost effectiveness. Warm foot soak before massage. Soak your feet and lower legs in warm water for 10 minutes. You can add Epsom salt or a few drops of rosemary oil for extra benefit. Cold compress, if legs are very swollen. Use rosemary oil after applying a cool compress to reduce swelling. Alternate warm and cool therapy can be helpful for circulation. Massage tools. A soft roller or wooden massage stick can be used to apply more consistent pressure. But always go gently, especially on older skin. 5. Precautions while using rosemary oil. Never use rosemary oil on open wounds, cuts, or irritated skin. Avoid contact with eyes and mucous membranes. If you experience burning, rash, or discomfort, stop using it and wash the area with mild soap and water. And remember, rosemary oil is not a cure for serious circulation issues like deep vein thrombosis or severe varicose veins. It's a supportive therapy, not a replacement for medical care. 6. Making it a routine. One of the best things you can do is make rosemary oil massage part of your weekly wellness routine. You might even combine it with gentle stretching, walking, or a cup of herbal tea before bed. It's a quiet, peaceful moment, just for you or for a loved one. A small act that can make a big difference. Safety, precautions, and who shouldn't use it. While rosemary oil is natural and generally very safe, it's still important to use it with care, especially for older adults or those with sensitive skin or health conditions. Let's go over some key safety tips to make sure your experience is both comfortable and beneficial. 1. Always do a patch test first. Before applying rosemary oil to your legs, or any larger area, do a small patch test. Apply a drop of the oil to your inner forearm. Wait 12 to 24 hours. If there's no redness, itching, or irritation, it's safe to use. Everyone's skin is different. Even natural oils can cause allergic reactions in rare cases. 2. Don't use on open wounds or damaged skin. Rosemary oil should never be applied to cuts, scrapes, rashes, infected or inflamed skin. If your skin is broken, wait until it's fully healed before using any herbal oils. Using rosemary oil on damaged skin may increase irritation or cause a burning sensation. 3. Be careful with medical conditions. If you have any of the following conditions, speak with your doctor before using rosemary oil regularly. Epilepsy or seizure disorders. Rosemary oil contains camphor, which may trigger seizures in very high concentrations. High blood pressure. In rare cases, rosemary may slightly raise blood pressure. Serious circulation problems, like blood clots or diagnosed venous disease. Rosemary oil is not a replacement for medical treatments prescribed by your physician. 4. Use extra caution during pregnancy. If you're pregnant or nursing, do not use concentrated rosemary oil or essential oil unless under medical guidance. Even when diluted, certain herbal oils can affect hormone levels or circulation. Topical use in small amounts may be safe, but always check with your healthcare provider. 5. Keep it away from eyes and mucous membranes. If rosemary oil gets into your eyes, it may sting or cause irritation. Rinse thoroughly with cool water if this happens. Also, avoid applying it to sensitive areas such as the face, groin, or broken skin. 6. Proper storage and shelf life. Store your rosemary oil in a dark, cool place, preferably in a tinted glass bottle. This helps protect it from light, heat, and oxidation. If it develops a cloudy appearance, strange smell, or separation, discard it. Homemade oils typically last up to 6 months when stored properly. In summary, rosemary oil is a gentle and effective home remedy, but like anything you apply to your body, it should be used with awareness and respect. In the next section, we'll talk about additional lifestyle tips that support better leg health for seniors, beyond oil massage alone. Lifestyle tips for leg health in seniors. Rosemary oil can do a lot to ease discomfort in your legs, but it works best when combined with healthy daily habits. Caring for your legs is not just about what you apply on the outside. It's also about how you treat your body every day. Here are some simple, effective lifestyle tips that can help support stronger, more comfortable legs, especially as you age. 1. Move every day. Even light activity helps improve blood flow to the legs. Try to take a short walk each morning or evening. Stretch your legs after sitting for long periods. Avoid standing in one place too long, shift your weight or take small steps in place. If walking is difficult, seated leg exercises or gentle yoga can still help. Movement is key. 2. Stay hydrated. Your blood needs water to flow smoothly. Dehydration can lead to sluggish circulation and leg cramps. Aim to drink 6 to 8 glasses of water a day, more if you're active or live in a hot climate. 3. Elevate your legs. At least once or twice a day, especially after long activity. Lie down and prop your feet up on a pillow so they're above heart level. This helps reduce swelling and encourages venous return. 4. Eat foods that support circulation. Include foods rich in potassium, bananas, sweet potatoes, spinach. Antioxidants, berries, green tea, leafy greens. Omega-3s, walnuts, flaxseed, fatty fish. These nutrients help strengthen blood vessels and reduce inflammation. 5. Wear comfortable shoes. Avoid tight shoes or high heels that restrict blood flow. Look for supportive footwear with good cushioning, especially if you're on your feet a lot. Caring for your legs doesn't require major changes. Just a few mindful habits, combined with something as simple as rosemary oil, can make a meaningful difference over time. Taking care of your legs, especially as you age, isn't just about comfort. It's about preserving your independence, mobility, and peace of mind. What you've learned today isn't complicated. It doesn't require a prescription or a trip to the pharmacy. Just a handful of rosemary, a good quality oil, and a bit of your time. But the impact it can have on your daily life? That can be powerful. Rosemary oil offers a natural, affordable, and gentle way to reduce soreness, ease tired muscles, and support healthy circulation. Whether you use it after a long day as part of your nightly routine, or when your legs just need a little extra care, this is something you can rely on. And now, you know exactly how to make it, use it, and use it wisely. If this video helped you, I encourage you to share it with someone you love. A parent, a friend, or anyone who might benefit from a simple act of self-care. Leave a comment below. Have you tried rosemary oil before? Would you like to see other herbal remedies explained in the same way? Let's learn and grow together, one small habit at a time. Thank you for watching and take good care of yourself.